Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing work authorization associated with Laos, Myanmar, and Cambodian nationals here in the Kingdom of Thailand. Why are you doing this, Ben? Probably a question some folks are asking, especially folks who are sitting there saying, hey, I doubt there's a lot of Laos or Myanmar citizens or Cambodians watching your videos. Probably you're right. Actually, the reason for this video is kind of to do a little bit of a comparison and show that yes, very much so, circumstances will dictate how work authorization is processed here in Thailand. And I will note that in this video because there is sort of a different process for dealing with that for folks who are from Myanmar, Laos, or Cambodia. Thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Pattaya Mail, that's pattayamail.com. Article is titled, Cambodian Man's Career Success Story in Pattaya. Really interesting story, really interesting article. I urge those who are watching this video, go check that out. It follows an immigrant Cambodian man here in Thailand. I thought it was rather poignant, being an immigrant myself. It was really interesting to watch sort of this person's progression and how they've come to live and make a life in Thailand. Really good article. There was a really good excerpt. I'm going to quote a small excerpt from that article, and for purposes of this video, quoting directly, in 2017, the Cambodian and Thai governments signed a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, to determine the employment conditions of guest workers from Cambodia, Myanmar, and Laos. Den noticed that the Pattaya headquarters for the Foreign Workers Employment Agency, responsible for registration and award of labor permits, was nearby in Jomtien Soi 5 and adjacent to the Immigration Bureau. He was appointed as an administration assistant and quickly mastered the documentary registration procedures which are required for Department of Employment pink cards, which guarantee rights such as access to the Thai public health system. So the point of this video is that Lao, Cambodian, and Myanmar nationals deal with their work permits and visa issues in a very different way than so-called Farang Westerners here in Thailand are going to be dealing with their visa and work permit issues. I bring this up because, look, it's a very clear example of how different circumstances can kind of dictate different outcomes. The laws that are promulgated regarding work authorization apply to everybody. They apply to all foreign nationals in Thailand. We saw this with the emergency decree of 2018, which actually seemed to be kind of designed more or less for Myanmar workers, Cambodian and Lao workers, but it had ramifications for work permit holders throughout the country of all nationalities because it did some things like got rid of being sort of tied to one address, or the job description stuff became a little more nebulous, a little easier to deal with. Generally, they kind of made the system better when they dealt with it under that decree, but it was primarily being done to deal with one section of the labor population in Thailand, foreign labor population specifically, rather than to deal with the whole thing, but it had broader implications. Again, point of this video is to understand different people are going to process their work permits in Thailand differently.